I will be discussing the roles and functions in directing, which is the organizational, interpersonal, and group communication. So let us define first what is communication. Communication is the exchange of thoughts, messages, or information by speech, signals, writing, or behavior. It also occurs on at least two levels, the verbal and non-verbal. So whenever two or more people are aware of each other, communication begins. Communication also plays a vital role not only in organizations, but also in our day-to-day lives. So in all communication, there is at least one sender, one receiver, and one message. So there are two types of climate in communication. The first one is the internal, which includes the values, feelings, temperament, and stress level of the sender and the receiver. The second one is the external, which includes status, power, and authority as barriers to manage your subordinate communication. Weather conditions, temperature, timing, and the organizational climate are also parts of the external climate. Let us, the first role of indirecting is the organizational communication. So it is a broad field that encompasses all forms of communication that allow organizations such as companies, government agencies, and nonprofits to function, grow, connect with stakeholders, and contribute to society. So there are three variables affecting organizational communication. The first one is the gender. Men and women have different approach in communication. Women are more collaborative, while men are more competitive. So the second and the third one is the power and the status. So whenever workers are feel unimportant, it becomes difficult for the leader to address the problem that affects the organization. The second role is the interpersonal communication. So it is an exchange of information between two or more people. It is also an area of research that seeks to understand how humans use verbal and nonverbal cues to accomplish a number of personal and relational goals. So there are four main types of interpersonal communication. The first one is the verbal. It is the use of words to share information with other people. The second one is the nonverbal. Is the facial expressions, the appearance, the haptic, the tone of voice, the body language. The third one is the listening, the ability to accurately receive and interpret messages in the communication process. So the key to all effective communication is listening solely. Without the ability to listen effectively, messages are easily misunderstood. The fourth one is the writing, written messages that two or more people exchange. The last role is the group communication. It is the act of sending and receiving messages to multiple members. So there are four stages of group communication. The first one is the forming. It's the stage where people are introduced to each other and go through the process of meeting each other. The second one is the storming. It is where the individuals begin to feel more comfortable with each other. The third one is the norming. The group begins to establish rules and design its work. And the last one is the performing. This is the stage where the work gets done. So why is communication important in nursing? Having good communication skills is essential to collaborating on teams with your fellow nurses and colleagues from other disciplines. It is also important to patient-centered care. Nurses who take time to listen and understand the concerns of each of their patients are better prepared to address issues as they arise, resulting in better patient outcome. For nurses, good communication means approaching every patient with the intention to understand their concerns, experiences, and opinions. This includes using verbal and nonverbal communication skills, along with active listening skills and patient teach-back techniques. O ito yung how we address patients' issues, paano tayo mag-teaching sa kanila, yung poor communication or lack of communication in healthcare can lead to patient misunderstanding directions and failure to follow treatment protocols. This can also lead to medical errors. Thank you.